Hi, I'm Guy Berger from Palms Trading Company, talking to you today from beautiful Albuquerque, New Mexico on a hot 90-degree day. Today I'd like to tell you a little bit about the differences between Navajo, Santo Domingo, Hopi, and Zuni jewelry. And although it's an overview and there are certain characteristics that are unique to each style, there are a lot of overlaps too, but I'll hit on the high points of what are the characteristics that Navajos have, etc. So I'll start with the Navajo jewelry. Navajo jewelry a lot of times is delineated by a nice piece of turquoise, although it's not always just turquoise because they will do some silver stamping work. This happens to be done by stamping the silver from behind and from the top as well. This bracelet is a good example of that as well, in a nice heavy piece of silver. Some Navajos also do a bit of overlay, silver on silver, and that's called overlay, with silver designs that are almost three-dimensional over the top. Some are even a little bit more simple with just turquoise. This happens to be a bracelet done by Peterson Johnson, and he's known for his beautiful silver leaf work. Nobody even comes close to the detail that Peterson puts on this jewelry. Navajos also do inlay jewelry, and the easiest way to tell that is that when you look at this from the bracelet, this bracelet from the side, you can see the stones are a bit raised, as opposed to a Zuni piece that are normally inlaid flush with the surface. And you can see that with these chunks of stone and shell on this bracelet too, and you can see where it's raised a bit. Santo Domingos, on the other hand, are very well known for hishi, and hishi is a piece of turquoise that's been ground down and either made round or square, and then a hole is drilled in it, and then it's strung on a necklace. This happens to be turquoise with red spiny oyster. They also do a couple of other things which is similar to Zuni work, but this is overlay stone, turquoise, and shell on a plastic backing. And this happens to be a Thunderbird necklace. And this piece is an inlay, chunk by chunk necklace medallion in turquoise, and then the necklace itself is made out of shell. Santo Domingos also do what we call slab earrings, which is just a very thinly cut piece of turquoise, shell, or other types of stone that are very beautiful. They're simple yet elegant too. This is an interesting piece because this is called rainbow calsilica, and you can see the rainbow colors in that rock. The final piece that I want to show you is a Santo Domingo piece, and this is a sand cast silver bracelet by Gilbert Garcia. He is a Santo Domingo artist, so you can see the versatility and not one size fits all. On my left here is a Hopi overlay. Hopi overlay is done by cutting out a piece of silver and then soldering it on to another piece of silver. One distinguishing characteristic of the Hopi is you can see very fine brush marks or tool marks inside of the bottom piece of silver, and usually is colored in black. Very beautiful, very intricate, a little more expensive, but well worth it because of all the work that goes into it. And finally, I have two examples of Zuni jewelry. This is a petty point bracelet. Each one of these small turquoise stones is cut and set in its own silver bezel. So look at all the beautiful work. Sometimes people ask, well, why does that cost so much? Look at the incredible amount of work that it takes, and there's probably 80 stones that have to be set individually in this bracelet. And here's the example we were talking about of Zuni inlay, where now you can see that the stones are flush with the top of the bracelet. Again, each stone is cut and inlaid specifically for that space. So to get that nice, sharp, and I call this a rug design, each one has to be done and set individually. So anyway, I hope that short overview of how to tell the difference and maybe answer some of your questions on You know, why is this Navajo, why is this Zuni or Hopi?